What's going on, guys? We are back with my second PSA return video. Last time we did okay. I think we were between 50 and 60% accurate on grades, hoping to do better this time. Full disclosure, I know all the grades already because I looked as soon as they were available. Some new things in the market, some new happenings, like PSA starting to offer for cards straight up. You see this, we're gonna get into something really cool. I'm gonna save these for the end of the video though, so be sure you stick around. But yeah, how do we feel about PSA making offers on cards as the ones grading them? Do we think that they're gonna start their own kind of mystery slab thing, or are they selling to companies that do that? I don't know, I'm curious to see. But without further ado, let's get into this return. We're gonna kick things off with a little Japanese here. Little Project Piplup. If you're a Piplup fan, let me know in the comments. These cards are pretty cool little promos that came out a few years ago for Piplup. Inexpensive. I think I picked this one up for like $5 sealed. The back looked pretty good, so I said I'm gonna send it in, see what I get. And we start with a 10 on the Project Piplup. Start a little 10 pile right here for us. I think we're knocking out all my Japanese early here. So this Manaphy 10th movie commemoration promo, there was a whole set of like 10 or 11 cards that came in this like 10th movie promo. I really like them. I decided to make it a little mission to try to find them and grade them from the wild. The Manaphy looks really good. Nothing I can really say about it. Unfortunately, it did 9. So, that's a 9 on Manaphy. Moving next to another of these promos from the 10th anniversary, we have Visitor Deoxys. Another cool one, Deoxys out in space. I really like the hollow pattern on these. Front looks nice, back looks nice. And this one is a PSA 10. Okay, next up is the last from these that I sent in. Look at that big hollow on the top right there. This Latios Alto Mars, not to be confused with the much more expensive one, but this Japanese exclusive, very cool. Also, very clean in my opinion, similar to the Manaphy and the Deoxys. But we did get a 9 on this one as well. Time to get into some English next. This card, I don't know why I sent it in. The top, super heavy compared to the bottom. Yeah, just not too much else to say about it. Just, I don't know. This one was kind of a whiff from me. We see it's a 9, rightfully so. Added to the 9 pile. Moving on. Next, we have another cool Japanese one. The Mewtwo Strikes Back. In English, this was a promo out of like a lunchbox, collector's chest, whatever they want to call it. Movie promo in Japanese. Really cool card. I knew that this one wasn't gonna get a great grade. I don't know if we can see it here, but there's a little scratch under the tail. I think you can kind of catch it. But yeah, I was hoping to get an 8 on this card. I did get a 7 though, but still not bad. Honestly, I think there is a little return there. So keep this guy here next to the 9s. Also, I've been showing the values that PSA was offering on cards, because I just think it's interesting to see versus the value at the time these were graded, I think is the best way to do this. Current market values are a little lower, a little higher on some cards, but I think it's an interesting comparison to see PSA's offer versus what the card was worth at the time. Next up, super cool Heart Gold Soul Silver promo here, Suicune. Shiny, love the silver border. Not the best condition, as you can see. Corner. I think this corner too has a little something. Yep. Every corner has a little speck, and there was a little whitening on the side, but I did think that this card was good enough to get an 8, where there's a pretty nice premium. and we did get the 8. So, guessed it correct. It's not a 10, so I'm going to put it over on this side. Next up, love. I've been loving these full art GXs lately. This Alolan Ninetales is beautiful out of Guardians Rising, and I'm hoping I'm getting a little better at these GXs. I think I've been trying to grade a good amount of them with the double border. Kind of hard sometimes to figure out if I'm kind of in the right space or headspace with them. But yeah, this one looked really good to me. The centering looked nice, and we do get the 10. There's a decent come up on these actually versus their raw values. I think because it's hard to grade them. So not a lot of 10s out there, so pretty good return there. Similar, Blaziken V, regular full arts out of Sword and Shield have been going up a little bit lately. I thought this one looked really good too. It could be a touch bottom heavy, I guess, but the back looks pretty good to me. Nothing on the corners, nothing on the edges. PSA did hit me with a 9 though, so, you know, there must be something a little off about this. So far you can see we're kind of still in that 50% range, but hopefully we pick things up as we get into some of the bigger cards I graded. Not this one, I mean, this one's not small, but Gardevoir, Hidden Fates. If you saw my last return video, you know I graded a few of these. I think I went 50% on Hidden Fates. So hoping we can keep our GX streak up. Now that I said I think I'm getting better at grading them, let's take a look. Gardevoir gets the 10. Okay. Oh, Fusion Strike Celebi V. What a card. I'm a big fan of Fusion Strike. I know people didn't want to touch it when it first came out, like, Fusion Strike was on the shelves forever. The Mew V I graded last time and the Celebi V are two of like my favorite cards out of Sword and Shield. I did get a 9 on the Mew, but this Celebi looks super clean. There was just a little, like, the card was a little warped, but I heard that doesn't really impact the grade if it's not that bad, so I decided to give it a shot. And we do get the 10 on Celebi. Beautiful, beautiful card. Next up, we have, a little Shinji Kanda with the Galarian Moltres promo. Honestly, this card's pretty sick. I wasn't a big fan of it when it first came out, but like, I don't know, something about the deep blue in the background is so nice. Hard to grade these cards, hard to grade a lot of the yellow bordered cards, but this one especially, because it came out of a tin, usually corners end up getting a little messed up, but I don't know, I was at a show and found this one. Looked really good. This was before the prices jumped too. I think it was still like a $5 card. And we get the 10. Let's see if we can keep our streak going with a big one. Mega Mewtwo X half art out of Breakthrough. I graded the Y. It got a 9 in my last return. I found a copy of the X that was super clean, paid full market on it back when it was, I think, $25 for this card. Yeah, I knew the whole way I was sending this guy for grading, and it gets the 10. Yeah, I mean, this card is huge. Low pop, doesn't sell all the time, because I think a lot of people have been holding their Megas lately with, you know, ZA just coming out, but yeah. That card is so sick. Alright, a little illustration promo for Alligator. Bought this, I bought the whole pack for like $10 a while back. Now I think just the Pikachu goes for like 15 to 20. But yeah, I don't know, the Feraligatr just looked clean to me. So I said, may as well grade it, see if I get a little come up. You know, was thinking maybe some more Feraligatr fans are gonna pop up with the new game coming out. But looked good to me. It does get the 9, though, on the Gator. That's alright, though. Some 9s are not too bad. And next up, we have the Celebrations Zard. I'm not a vintage guy. I just prefer full arts and illustration rares, but, you know, I like the 25th anniversary. It was a cool set. Obviously, people are going to be talking about this. They already are talking about it with the 30th anniversary around the corner. So I found a pretty clean Zard. I think I coin flipped for it. Ended up paying like 90 bucks or 95 when that was market. I think it's like a $145 card now. But yeah, let's see. The Zard gets the 10. Back to my GXs. Let's see. Can we keep the streak alive with regular Greninja Full Art out of Forbidden Light? Really cool card. I thought this honestly looked really good. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything bad on the corners, edgeware, nothing like that. Pretty inexpensive card. I was surprised, like a $10, $13 card. Yeah, really, like, look at that hollow pattern. That's so sick. But we do get the 9 on the frog, unfortunately. Next up is shout out Oyama's Trading Ricky, the 7-Eleven Lapras. I think he graded like 1 or 200 of these things. I got my hands on one sealed one. Looked really clean to me. It could be a little left heavy, but I get tripped out when things are in the case sometimes. I can't really tell. Could be a little left heavy. I don't know. But was hoping to have one of these in a 10 for myself. It did 9 though. Unfortunate on the 9. Alright. Let's see who's next. Another half art mega. I did send this Sceptile as well. Really cool like the Mewtwo. I'm a big Sceptile fan. I think Gen 3 starters are the best collective trio that they've ever made. Really, really cool. I'm usually a fire starter guy, but I do have to say I like Sceptile and Swampert more than Blaziken. Yeah, looked really clean. Got it at a nice price. Said, hey, I'm going to send you with the Mewtwo. Hopefully I 10 both. And we did. Unfortunately, this card recently had a sale that was like half the price of its other sales, so that is gonna hurt when I try to sell this card. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it, but I do love it. Next up, old back Japanese. We have the Neophile 2 Charizard. For those who don't know about this card, it's Japanese exclusive, never got this art in English. That really cool reverse foil pattern all over the card, but not the actual picture. Yeah, I was at a show a few months back. Found this guy sitting out in the open. Centering looked really good to me, and nothing on the corners, which, you know, being from 2002 or 2000, whatever, yeah, 2000. I mean, it's hard to find clean copies of these guys, so took a shot. PSA, you know, they tend to be a little tough on vintage. They did give me a 9 here, but I mean, I'm still happy with that. There's still a nice little pocket change for a 9 on that Zard. If you guys saw my first return, you know I like to grade some One Piece. I'll go through them pretty quick because I know a lot of people don't care too much, but One Piece actually is really hot right now. A lot of people at card shows have been buying up mangas and some of like the event mangas and stuff, so I don't know, maybe we do have some more One Piece fans watching. But first up is Nami out of EBO2, which gets the 10. Next up is Sanji and Pudding, which, I don't know, I like these cards. They're cool. They're like the tag teams of One Piece. There's a few of these and cards out there, but Whole Cake Island, such a great arc. I mean, big fan of this card. Really nice. And it's also a 10. Okay, now I think we move into some OP11. Yup, Fist of Divine Speed. This set was pretty good to me. I opened a few boxes, pulled this Honesty Impact, my first, like, kind of manga, I guess you could call it. I don't know what they call these, like, event mangas, but yeah, it's cool. I'm not a big Kobe fan personally, but this was a cool moment, especially when they animated it. We do get the 10 on the Honesty Impact. Speaking of One Piece popping off, a lot of people have also been buying these SPs lately, I've been seeing. So I pulled this Rayleigh. It looked really clean, centering looked good, and we do get the 10 on the Rayleigh. And one more of my pulls out of OP11, the SP Luffy Taro. I mean, He's the GOAT. I can't say anything else about him. Luffy is the GOAT, and it's a 10. Great card. All right, now, super cool stuff here out of my childhood. So I've had these 2 cards for years and years. And if you can see this up here, this card actually came out of like a VCR package. I know it says DVD, but I'm pretty sure it was a VCR. Some of you watching might not even know what a VCR is. But yeah, just really cool stuff here. You'll see in a second, but I actually thought these cards had a chance at 10ing, which is really awesome because again, they're from my childhood. We have this lenticular Bulbasaur. You see how the razor leaf comes at you when I turn the card. So cool. I remember playing with this card all the time as a kid, flipping it around, but he got a 9, which I don't know what this goes for, but all I know is it's really cool and I'm happy to have it in a slab. Now in a similar fashion, our last card is also out of like a VCR, because, you know, I used to have like VCR taped episodes of the anime when I was a kid. I watched it all the time. But yeah, another one of these Pika DVDs. This one is called The Final Badge. You can see Ash getting the Earth Badge here after beating Giovanni. Bang. So cool. Love this card. Yeah, another one from my childhood. Really sick. Also got a 9, so these are sequential 9s. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. But yeah, really, really cool. I'll flash up on the screen here, you know, my total profit, or my percent accuracy, probably not including these 2 cards because I didn't know what they were going to get. I just knew that they were clean. Obviously, One Piece is going to kind of pad the stats a little bit on my 10s. And as you guys were seeing the PSA offers as well, like, I want to know what you guys think about that down in the comments. I think a lot of people are going to start selling their slabs immediately after grading. That's the whole return. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. You know, we do vendor, buyer POVs here, PSA returns. I really just dove all into Pokemon cards at the beginning of this year, and I've been loving it ever since, so come see my journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.